Hello, hello. This is going to be a video for the earth signs. I do apologize for the delay. I've just been really going through a lot of changes, and I am just trying to make sure that I devote enough time to my changes so that I can work through my own healing process as well. So that's why I haven't been uploading as much, and I will eventually go back to doing individual zodiac reads, but for right now, this is just where I have to keep it with elements. So I know not everybody's a big fan of that, but it is what it is, and it's what I'm able to do for you right now. And of course, all of these messages are general, and I'm here for you guys, and I wish you all abundance, happiness, good health, and I hope everybody's staying safe. And I'm already getting messages in, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I feel like you guys are buckling down. I feel like you guys are trying to ground a situation, and I feel like it might have to do with finances, and I also feel like it might be like a new adventure, a new project that you're trying to work on. I also do feel a very religious or spiritual presence of just embracing maybe more of maybe like you're going back to like the roots of like what you were raised with, or like a belief system that you were raised with. There's something with religion and spirituality where you are intersecting them, like you're bringing them together, or you're like connecting all the dots with something. I do feel like you are dealing with air energy right now, specifically Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel like it's kind of like there's something that's getting brought into you right now during this current time. I feel like an eagle in specific, as a bird, has a very significant message to you, or it could have a specific message for you. And I'm also going through, like, with all these changes, because I do have prominent earth in my chart too, so I've been finding it very important to focus on not isolation, but like self-preservation, of really trying to figure out, like, okay, what do I need to do for me to be me? What do I need to do for me to feel better? What do I need to do? So you guys might actually be going through that in your own ways, maybe a little bit different. There is a big focus on like physical health, so maybe you guys are changing your diets or you're exercising more, whatever the case may be. I am so torn on what deck to use. What do I want to start with? There's like not a procrastination, but this energy that I'm feeling, it's like indecisive energy, but it's like, okay, well, if I'm indecisive, then I'm not going to make a move. That's like literally what it feels like. I'm going to start with the Wisdom Oracle here. Wow. So we have the Milk and Honey card that wanted to stick out, and Higher Power. So you guys are about to step into some type of abundance for sure, because they just really wanted me to see that. And again, that Higher Power card really wanted to stick on the bottom here. There's something that you might be resisting a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely some type of resistance with you guys. I just got like a crazy itch on my leg. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what do we got for you? I was almost kind of just like in a trance, like looking outside. So there's something outside for you guys. There's some type of like I don't know if you guys just really need to ground yourself. Like, just go outside, put your feet in the grass, stand in the rain, whatever the case may be. Like, there's something very purifying. Yeah. See what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys can see this card here. Let me see. The light is kind of like ridiculous right now, but it's a tree, but there's like little rain droplets, but they're like little glitter sparkles and stuff. I do feel like, I don't like the camera at that angle. Oh, sorry, my sage shell's right next to it. I gotta fix that. My apologies. I'm just very picky when it comes to that. Maybe you're being very picky about something. Maybe you're being, it's like I like can't stop like fixing my shirt, my hair, and I'm just like, why am I doing this right now? Like, I'm trying to read, and it's a focus on it. Like, there's something that you're trying to like redo, you're trying to like put back together, you're trying to grow something new. It's like something coming out of like it's like a phoenix rising type of energy, to be completely honest with you. And I'm actually gonna reach over here because I just need to fix that. You're getting some type of divine communication that's coming through here. And a 4 and a 6 is a 10. Completion of something. You've reached some type of completion of something. To be completely honest, I feel like it's a completion of something that's been going on for a very long time. Like, some type of cycle in your life or that you've been partaking of is honestly extremely like, it's, oh goodness. There's another person involved with this. It's masculine. I feel masculine energy. Whatever you associate with masculine energy is what I feel. You come to like some type of closing of a chapter, and it might be pertaining to somebody. Like, maybe you met somebody new and like you're kind of like on the fence because you're like, do I leave the past behind and start something new? Do I approach something new? Like, what do I do here? Because there's something new, there's something beautiful that's blossoming. There's also it's like you're my heart chakra, I'm sorry. I don't know if you feel like you missed an opportunity. It's like you missed an opportunity for something, or you felt like you missed an opportunity, but there's actually something coming from it. Like, there was like a tower moment, or there was something that took place, and because that took place, there's something that's growing from this. It's like that growth and rebirth. Like, there's a tree coming out of like this dirt, and even though it has like lava and stuff on it, there's like a green patch where there's stuff growing, and that stuff that's growing, it's like rejuvenation. There's a new life to it. It's like second chances at something. You could it's like a reassurance that like there's something new that's coming your way. It's like there's also like an energy that like you could be radiating this energy, so like you might be like attracting like new stuff into your life, like new people, new situations. Oh my gosh, I just dripped my drink everywhere, like all over me. Darn. Damn it. Well, there's not much I can do about it because I don't really have any. At least it was just a couple droplets. Shit. I'm sorry. Well, my sleeve is gonna have to do for right now. That's okay. Because, whatever. Like, are you serious? Like, I just dripped it on my shirt. Anyway. Like, I don't know. There's something like, I don't even know how I did that. Like, it just like fell out of the glass when I picked it up. So it's like sprinkling, and there's sprinkling in the card. Like, in the card there's like something that's gonna like, it's just gonna fall upon you. It's gonna sprinkle down on you. Like, there's a symbolic meaning to that. I almost just like couldn't say the word. Like, it's like you have to look at something and rebuild it from the bottom up. Like, you have to put something back together, and it might actually have to do with your with whatever this is. Let me pull another card here. Oh yeah, you're releasing something for sure. You have the Come to the Edge card here. So it's like taking a leap of faith. It has to, there's love here. There's some type of, that could be like unconditional love. You're at a 9. You have a 10 and a 9. You're coming to the completion of something. And it's like you're learning how to trust. You're learning how to take a step. You might even be like, you might just be like, it's like you're following a trail, you're following love, you're following abundance, you're in like there you might be dealing with an air sign and an earth sign here for sure, because like both of these cards, like you can clearly see like she's in the air. Like she is in the air, and she's like has complete trust on this little, like stone thing that she's sitting upon. But there's a face in the stone, which I've never seen before. And it's like trusting spirit, trusting the guidance that she's receiving, trusting the fact that it's like working together with something, working together with someone, just enjoying the bliss of like everyday life, like being able to enjoy the small things in life, like being lighthearted even. I'm trying to think. I want to go to another deck, but I don't know what I want to go to. This one. This is the energy deck, the energy oracle. You might have like woken up on like and like slept on like your shoulder wrong or like your neck wrong, like it's sore. Like you might have pulled a muscle in your back too. I don't know, or maybe that's like a fair warning, just be careful. You're doing some type of cleaning. Like you're cleaning something out, you're washing your hands of something. And it might be that cycle that I talked about from your past. It's like a big cycle that's ending, a big pattern. There's something there with it. Yeah, so you have the Sun card and you have the door to personal healing and happiness. And it's like you're stepping on your path, or you're getting back on your path, and you're going through like a window of opportunity right now where it's like you're healing, or you have healed in some way, shape, or form, or that's the energy that's coming towards you. There's also a great deal of abundance and happiness that's also associated with this card. You might be somebody who is studying more or reading more. You might be interested in the art, or like maybe you're trying to get more creative and like learn new medias to work with if you're an art person. I'm also seeing a lot of music here, and also again with a bird message, very symbolic. Be very careful during this time too, because I do see a pregnancy message. So if you are doing anything like that, keep that in mind, especially if you're not in a position right now where you like are expecting to or want to. Maybe that's not top on your to-do list right now. There has been some type of transformation that has occurred. And it could have to do with the past here. Could have had to do with inner child. Could have had to have done with emotional trust, like trusting people. Like you might be healing and learning how to trust people, learning how to be vulnerable with people, learning how to be vulnerable with yourself. But I really see you just taking care of yourself during this time as you go through like this death and rebirth transformative cycle. You might this is very scorpionic like energy, even though like the sun card is represented by traditionally the Leo or the energy of the Leo. There is some type of like scorpionic energy here that is like deep transformation, but it leads to a lot of abundance and happiness in the process. It's like learning how to take care of yourself all over again and being content with it, being happy with it. And then you have like this opportunity that opens up for you, and it's like peaceful. Like this is an opportunity for you to find personal healing and happiness. Like I hate to be cliche and just read it off the card like that, but like it's like a window of opportunity, a doorway of opportunity that's going to be presented to you. Like the dove is there, there's a peacock, and it's like being confident, being creative, finding that joy in life, finding the color again outside. Like if you were in a depression for a long time, like you're going to finally like feel some type of relief, or at least the energy is going to be present for you to find relief or to feel the relief. But again, you have to take advantage of that energy and partake in it. Like you can't just like lay in your room and expect some type of shift. Like you have to get out and start doing something and like actually like move the energy around you. This was on the floor, and I usually don't take cards off the floor, but I thought it was significant to look at, and it's walking away, and it just kind of validates that whole like you're leaving something in the past that could have been an old cycle for you that took a long time to come to a close or to complete, where you're moving forward into healing and happiness. So let's pull one more. Yeah, you have an 8 here too, so that's cycles too, for me as a reader. Alright. Yeah, you have the cornucopia card, and it's like you're leaving some type of complete cycle in the past, like you're walking away from something. You're doing it to go to abundance, you're doing it to actually like it's like you're going through this transformative phase. You're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and it's like you see the future. You see the golden opportunity. It's like you have the golden ticket. And what's that from, like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or something? It's like you have the golden ticket to get to this. Now all you have to do is go and get it. Like it's like something divine being presented to you that might need some balancing. You might need to like, what's on the bottom of the deck here? We have strategy and journey. Wow. And you have 2s on here too. So you have 3 2s. So this is something that it's like you're going to have to really think about, and you're going to have to really like consider your options. Because of course there are many pathways that we can take in life, but you're going to have to consider something, because it's like you know deep down that something is a part of your path, something is a part of your journey. And there's a strategy. It's like you have to think about it, like plan it, think about it. There's a strategy involved with this. There's also some metaphysical signs on here, so you might be studying into, like you might be like studying like sacred geometry, or like really getting to know like different philosophers, even like going as far as like understanding like maybe you're reading about philosophy, maybe you're reading about metaphysics in general, maybe you're reading about quantum physics, maybe you're reading and like you're studying something, but like whatever it is like part of like, it's part of something. Maybe you did it in a past life even. But you might be actually seeing feathers too. Like you might be like finding feathers outside, and like like you might be just like walking somewhere random, and then all of a sudden you see a feather, or like everywhere you go you see feathers, and it's just like very like obscure, and you're like, why do I keep seeing these? Like that's a message for you as well, and it kind of links to that air element. So now which one? I want to switch decks here again. else do we have here for Earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Gemini, specifically Gemini. I don't know why I just said that like 3 times. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh. So you have the King of Wands. It's a charismatic energy, a go-getter, somebody's very passionate, somebody's very driven, adventurous. Could be a little bit flirtatious, but let's get some more cards on that. We have the Moon card. Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah. Not a bad way. It's just like I felt it, and I didn't want to jump right to conclusions, but of course, like, the cards came out for it, and I knew I felt it. You, Earth signs, might be meeting someone who could be coming in masculine fire sign energy, but this person doesn't necessarily mean that they're a fire sign. They very much well could be, but this is somebody who's very charismatic, very adventurous, very, I almost just want to say dominant, but like very like, they're like a dominant personality, but I don't mean that in like a I overpower you type of way. It's just they're a very forward person, or they're very like direct with how they are. This person either looks at you as the Sun card, like they're watching you from afar, and they're watching like the things that you're doing, and they're just kind of enamored, and they're like, ooh, shiny. You know, because like when you're loving on yourself and you're like happy and you find that blissful energy within you and you can be you again, like you actually attract, you know, people into your life. Working with like, you know, law of attraction and whatnot, and some people do it subconsciously and they don't even realize it, but when you put in the work on yourself, you naturally align with higher vibrations and people who function on a higher vibration, because we have lower vibrational energies and we have higher vibrational energies, and you know, make choices every day on where are you going to enter, like where's your energy going to fall, like are you going to fall into some lower energy stuff, or are you going to raise your vibration and keep making that effort to open up and be light, and you know, even just doing shadow work, you're raising your vibration as you're doing that. It might not feel like it, but you actually are. And some people, again, like I said, do it subconsciously and they don't even realize it. I need to take a breath. That was a lot. You or this other person is going to have to make a decision, and it involves your life path, or it involves like part of like where your journey is going to take you. There's going to be a decision that's made, and it might be between either 2 different options, or it's going to be between like 2 different people. Maybe you have somebody from the past and somebody from who's totally new. It's like you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want this or do you want that? Because both of those people can lead you down 2 totally different pathways. Again, one might be a water sign and one might be an air sign. So you might have to take on this energy, or this might be your energy of the King of Wands, of being very passionate and being able to make a decision, or going after something that you have to make a decision about. So don't get so wrapped up in the whole, in, you know, if you're a female and this is, you know, obviously this masculine card is the King of Wands, don't get caught up in that. Like, just think about the energy and see how you fit into that. Like, don't force it to fit, but like, you know, you could very much like, you could be a woman but be in masculine energy, and you could be a man and be in feminine energy, and vice versa. Like, we have masculine and feminine energies within us. So take that into consideration, please. This could be you having to make a decision. Could have to do with 2 people, like I said, where you found that type of happiness, you got that passion back, you got that spark. And now it's like you're presented with a decision where you're going to have to take some time out and think, because it's this or it's that. And the moon key is like secrets, where it's like something's not quite clear to you yet. It hasn't been revealed to you yet, but it will be very soon. And it's like, this card always reminds me a little bit of Aquarian energy just because of the picture on it. It kind of is just like a little Aquarian to me for some reason. So Aquarius might be an energy that's prominent right now during this time and this decision-making process, because Aquarians are the water bearers and they oftentimes will make logical decisions with emotion. So maybe it's that balancing act here. But whatever it is, you're going to have a decision, because you have the Lover's card and the Four of Swords, where you might get presented with this decision and it might freak you out a little bit, and you might be like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do? They're saying take some time out. I know that on the outside it might seem very chaotic and uncertain, but take this time out for yourself, connect spiritually, ground yourself, and make this decision from your soul. You could be connecting, again, Gemini is coming forward. Very Gemini energy here, especially with the Lovers. This is working with the mind, like I said, with that knowing, that decision making. Again, Aquarius and Gemini are kind of similar in my perspective as a reader, where of course they are sister signs. But how I see it is, I see something that's very positive, something that's going to be very happy with this, as long as you step into the energy of passion, like going after what your soul wants, what your soul desires. There's something that you're going to be confronted where you're going to be in a position where you have to make a decision. Now, this doesn't always have to be pertaining to another person, but this could be about a situation that comes up in your life where you have to make a decision, because the Lover's card isn't necessarily always about people. It could have to do with a situation. It could have to do with a spiritual practice where it's like you have to make a decision to go within and reevaluate whatever it is, or maybe you're thinking about studying something new and they're telling you to, like, you know, take some time out, do some research regardless of what's going on around you. This is a time of solitude. This is a time of reconnection. This is a time of healing, specifically healing, and that's what the focus is supposed to be. So they're saying, like, it's like this decision of, like, okay, what is it that you're going to do? Take this time, find your passion, do the work, find the healing, and get to thinking, or get to stepping. You know what I'm saying? Because you have cornucopia here, and it's like that abundance, that earth-like abundance, that it's like the it's not, I almost said the 10 of Cups, but I meant to say 10 of Pentacles. It's like the 10 of Pentacles, where it's like that abundance of just having abundant mindsets. That's what, like, I'm stuttering so bad right now, and I can almost, like, not get out all my words because of, like, how much is coming through, where it's like such an emphasis of, like, keep your mindset positive, think abundantly, think like you have everything. Like, there's a focus on losing that lack of mindset and stepping into an abundant mindset. And that is the key to it, is believing that you have abundance, believing that you are intact, believing that you're healthy, believing that you are, you know, successful. Like, whatever this abundant mindset is for you, practice it. But don't practice a lack of mindset, because it's very important with whatever is going to be presented to you that you look at things with an abundant mindset. And I really, really hope that lands and that sticks with you guys, because I cannot emphasize this enough. Like, they literally want me to go over it again, and they want me to say, like, having an abundant mindset is the key to whatever this decision is if you look at this like you have a lack of mindset, there's something that's going to be missed. There's some type of, it's very heavy emphasis on having a abundant mindset towards whatever this is. Whew. And I do apologize if that didn't come out right. It was just, I was being bombarded with energy, like hitting me right over the top of the head. And see, that 5 of Pentacles wants to stick out, but it didn't fall. It stuck right out of the deck, and I caught it by the tip. And see what I'm saying? Like, it wants you to catch this, because I don't think that you might not feel this creeping up on you. Oh my god, my throat chakra right now. It's like you might not feel this coming up on you, but, like, they're saying, like, be aware of this energy, this 5 of Pentacles. Like, I don't know if maybe you are prone to feeling like this, or it's like a pre-warning or something like that. Like, don't have like, again, like Five of Pentacles, a lack of mindset. Like, clip it or nip it in the butt, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let it surface. Switch it around, because like you're actually like switch your mindset around. Like, don't have a lack of, have an abundant mindset towards everything. Like, abundant, like you are abundant, you are health, you are abundant health. Like, I literally have this little thing here. It might mean something to you. I honestly, it was a gift, and I'm not quite sure what the actual name of this symbol is, but it might speak volumes to somebody. And on the back of it, it says, I am abundant health. And that's kind of the mantra style that you want to use, is I am abundant whatever. I am abundant this. I am abundant that. I am abundant love. I am abundant. Like, you just want to say that over and over and over again. I am abundant. I have abundance. Could be connecting with someone who has strong earth in their chart, or somebody who might be a little bit older than you, or might be somebody who's just very grounded and secure, very in touch with reality. See, you have the Two of Swords here. So you're going to have a decision that you have to make. Again, it's going to be this or that. This or that. But you're very calm about it, because the waters are calm in this card. The waters are calm. So they're saying, like, keep cool. Take some time. Think about what you want. Tower card. So if this Tower did not occur yet, it could have had to do with walking away from something that doesn't nourish you, doesn't feed your soul. It's like you're choosing to walk away from something that just no longer, it doesn't feed, it doesn't work with you anymore. It doesn't feed your happiness. This Tower was divinely orchestrated, because, like, for me as a reader, like, this card with the eye at the top, like, that's very symbolic for spirit for me and source, and that tells me that this is orchestrated. Like, this is something that was it was meant to happen. It was bound to happen. Very scorpionic energy. It's the Lovers falling from the Tower right over the Lovers card. See what I'm saying? It's very significant. That is very significant. It's like the Lovers falling out of the Tower, over top the Lovers card, divinely orchestrated. Like, you were put in this position for a reason. You definitely were put in this position for a reason. You might have walked away from 2 other people in your past who were not fulfilling to you, or it didn't work out as planned. It was kind of like karmic justice, where you weren't getting enough emotion and you weren't getting enough passion from something, and it wasn't, like, it was like seeds not well planted. Like, you weren't happy with the results that you got. Like, it grew, but it wasn't very happy. It wasn't very passionate. It wasn't very emotional. So you might have chose to walk away from some type of situation like that. Now, I am going to, it could have been with somebody with Libra energy. I am going to put them back in the deck and shuffle, because it was three cards that fell out. Ooh. So, now I have 2. Yeah, you have the Chariot and the 6 of Wands. Like, if that doesn't speak about moving forward, I don't know what is. You could be moving towards somebody who has Cancer energy, somebody who is a Cancerian. This also reminds me of Pisces too. So this person just might be very intuitive, could be a healer, or you're going through some type of transformative healing process. You're moving away from something that no longer serves you. Somebody also works with runes. And it's like it's like a long battle. Like, you went through some type of battle. Because I'm using the vice versa tarot deck, and like, this is the front side and then this is the back side. And in the backside, they're all, like, bloody and shit, and it's, like, there's some type of battle that you've been very victorious over, but it's, like, you have to, like, I don't know, maybe battle over this decision. Maybe you've just been down a long road. Maybe you've been through a lot. Maybe it's just, like, Maybe somebody has been through hell to get to you, quote unquote. Like, because we do have the Queen of Wands at the top of the deck here, but she has her back turned. So maybe she's not looking at something quite yet, because these two feminine energies have their back turned, and I think that's very significant. Because, like, maybe this Queen of Wands is making a decision, and this King of Wands is trying to come towards her. And it's like, she's like, okay, like, I'm going to take some time out and heal from this. She could have strong Cancer placement, and it's also Gemini, Scorpio in this situation. And again, I did say Aquarian energy earlier. And it could be like moon sign maybe. But it's like somebody's victoriously moving forward after taking time to make a decision, taking time to rest, taking time to heal. Three cards again, but that's fine because I kind of see what they're doing here. So there's emotional grounding needs to happen. Somebody needs to be emotionally grounded. There's also a situation where you could be dealing with somebody who's coming in a little bit more immature, and then you have somebody else who's coming in emotionally mature, but like not emotionally intact. Because like the King of Cups in reverse for me is somebody who's kind of closed off with their emotion, but they're still very like emotion based. They're very like lighthearted, but they just don't know how to like always express themselves in the best way. And it's kind of like you're juggling between two different people. There's one person who's coming at you in very fresh, young, in and out type of energy. They're very passionate. You have the Knight of Wands over the King of Wands. And it's like that decision here where it's like, are you going to balance the situation out? Or are you going to make a decision? Because you have like the Two of Pentacles over the Moon card, which on this side signifies a decision like this or that. And then you have the Two of Swords, which again makes it's a decision. So it's like you have to balance something out. You might have been dealing with somebody in the past, somebody who would have been a Pisces energy, where you have to make a decision between two people. You have a past person who's very water energy oriented, and then a new person who's coming in as fire, but I feel more of an air sign presence with them. Like they could have strong fire in their chart, but they also are like very intellectual. Gemini in specific maybe, and Aquarius. But they're coming in very passionate, and sometimes like the king and the Knight of Wands kind of remind me of somebody who could be a little bit of a flirt, could have a lot of friends who are women or friends of the opposite sex, and they just like I almost just said they get around, but like I didn't mean like in that sense. Like they could get around, because some people say that the King of Wands is a player type of energy, but I don't get that off of this card. I get more passion off of that. I feel more adventure more than anything. And it's kind of like that juggle. Like you could just be juggling between two opportunities or two different people. But if you're juggling between two different opportunities, then one is more emotional and one is more passionate. And again, you're going to have to make that decision based on where your journey's taking you. And that's why they're saying take some time out to really think about it, heal, and really like think like what do you want in the end. Because like with this cornucopia, I keep getting pulled, where it's like that Ten of Pentacles of like having like abundance and being taken care of and whatnot, and you just like feeling like you're being taken care of, having that abundant mindset. And it's like what decision are you gonna do? Like what is it gonna be? Yeah, you might be dealing with someone who has red hair, and the other person might have like dirty blonde hair or like brown hair, like light brown, dirty blonde. But yeah, you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So again, like I said, like really soul search on whatever this is, the Fool right underneath of it, and the World. Wrap something up and go towards something new, take an adventure, but soul search. Like what does your soul want to do? Oh my gosh. And then you have the Magician, but then you have the Nine of Swords. So it's like you have anxiety about manifesting something new because you know that something needs to get wrapped up. You know that you need to let go of something from the past so that you can move towards something new. And you know that you have to soul search to do it. But there's so much anxiety around manifesting something new, but you have all the things that you need to do in order to do this. Like you have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, like you have everything that you need to do. Take some time out, heal yourself, work on an abundant mindset, think about what you really, really want. You know, what does your soul want? What does it crave? Because you have a decision that's going to have to be made very soon. And it could have to do with somebody who's very passionate, it could have something to do with somebody who's very emotional, or it could be financial, it could be career, where it's like you could have a job opportunity that pops up that involves a lot of travel and spontaneous stuff, but then you have something that's more emotion based, and it's like there's something in your past that needs to get wrapped up in order for you to take this opportunity to let go of fear. So, and that could go for people too. So I hope that that made sense, and I hope that these messages help, but that's really what it's talking about here. So I really hope that these messages helped, and I hope that everybody stays safe, and I wish everybody the best of health, and I wish everybody the best of this quarantine experience. I know it's very stressful, but just don't feed into the fear. Remember love, and stay open to love, and I will communicate with you guys soon. But thank you all for your support. Take care.